Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to drain your inflatable hot tub and get it ready for winter. So here we go. This is a Coleman Value Spa hot tub. Right down here you have a drain that you basically, try not to be too shaky with the camera here, you basically just take up, get the leaves away from it, you just open up this and then you will screw a hose on here, which I have over here. Basically you just screw this hose on. Got a lot of dirt in the end of that. So you just screw this hose on here. And if I didn't have so much dirt on it, it might go on better. So, let's see. Okay, get that cleaned out a little bit and get the hose screwed on there. Like so. I'm going to do it one-handed here. Okay, should be good. And then take your hose and roll it out. Like so. That down. And then now you've got your hose all rolled out. There is a drain cap inside of here. You can see it down there. You just pull that tab up and then the water will start running out. Like this. Grab the tab. Like that. Trying to keep it away from the... That's the hard part. Just trying to keep that tab away from the drain hole. And then while you're waiting on that to drain, you can go ahead and take off your chlorinator. This is the thing that holds the chlorine tablets. Take that off. Set it down. And down here is where your filter is. Just unscrew that. Get all the water out of it as much as you can. And this has got your filter in it. So you just unscrew this like this. And then pull this out. And that's your filter. Which this one is needs changed. And then this here just opens up like this. This is where your chlorine tablets go. Hold on a minute. Oh, can't get it apart right a second. But anyways. So, with that tab open and water draining, it should be coming out the other end. Let's check it out. Didn't have to use a 50-foot hose, but that's all I had, so. Yep. And then the water's coming out. Now all we do is sit and wait for the hot tub to drain. So while we wait on that hot tub to drain out, one thing I like to do is take this lid to the hot tub and actually take it out of the cover, like so, and then take a towel, because when you deflate this, you don't want any moisture or anything like that, otherwise it'll mold while you store it away. So what I like to do is take a towel, get it all dried off. Takes a while for the hot tub to drain, so it's a good time to do this little stuff. Get it all dried off. The last thing you want to do is get your hot tub out in the springtime and covered in mold. Around, get both sides, even though it was protected by the top of the cover, it still got moisture on it. There we go. Now that that's all dried off, go ahead and flip it back around. And go ahead and open up the spot where you put the air in it. Maybe. Okay, I had to go get a pair of pliers to get that out with. There we go. Pull that out. And I'll show you a trick to getting all the air out of that when we're done draining the hot tub. Okay, after a long and painstaking 2-hour draining of the hot tub that I saved you from, this is what it looks like when you're done. It's completely empty. And one thing you got to do, it tells you to do when you, after you get it drained, you have to turn on the jets. That way, which is basically just air pumped through. You got to turn them on so that way you can dry out the tube. So you just hit this button right here that's got the bubbles on it, and it blows air. Doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it's actually got air coming out of every one of these holes. One of these, and it's getting all the air out. Just let that run for a minute, and while that's running, we'll grab that towel and we'll just go ahead and dry the bottom best we can. Like I said, we don't want any mold or mildew to grow. Side of here, down in this crease back here. there. As you can see, there's still water that hides in there. Alright. Get it all dried out. Alright, the other side. Good. Now that that's all dried out and the air has been going through the tube for a little while, you can go ahead and shut it off. And put the plug back in at the bottom. Okay. Hope you guys aren't getting too dizzy from me trying to run this camera and show you what to do at the same time. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is basically the hose that it comes with. This is an adapter. I'll get that to zoom or to clear up. This is an adapter that it comes with. This is how you fill the hot tub up with air. You screw this into the pump, and on the other end there are, focused here, there are two different ends that you can put on here. This one is to take the air out, and this one is to put air in, because there's a flap in there that you have to, that's why these prongs are here. That's really blurry, but there's prongs here for that flap. There it is, for that flap. So it'll push the flap open, and then it'll actually suck the air out. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I said I'll show you a trick to get the air out of the lid and the hot tub. But this adapter here, like without the adapter, and you hook this straight into the pump, that's how you fill it, and you put this adapter on it, and that's how you get the air out of it. So over here, well, we're going to go ahead and unhook this hose real quick. Let's get that unhooked. That. And then don't forget to put your cap back on so you don't lose it. And there we go. Now, down here, there are two lines. You got an in and an out line for your heat pump that's inside this tank. And what that does is that it flows the water in it through one and out the other as this is heating it to keep the hot tub hot. So basically you just unscrew these. Top one and the bottom one. Okay. Now that those are loose, well, sort of, and free, and there, maybe. Yeah, there. Okay. And you come over here to this guy. And you just screw this. If I can get to it. I'll try my other hand here. Sorry for moving the camera around so much. If I was turning it the right way, it would help. Alright, so this here, I'm going to screw this. And now you're free from the pump. Well, sort of. As soon as I get these lines off of here. Trying not to move around so much. Oh, I see what I did. These are not the ones you're supposed to unscrew. Just tighten back on there. Okay. My bad. So, these are the ones you're supposed to unscrew, which is these two screws on it, like right here. You just turn these off. That one, a little bit of water still be in there because it runs through the pump. There's probably a little bit of water in the pump too. There we go. So there, now we're free from the pump. Now that we're free from the pump, you can kind of get a better look here what's going on. So what I was saying earlier, this is these two we just took off, and this is the pump for the air to blow through for the jets. So what you do is you screw this hose on here like this, and then we unhook this, and this is where the air will come out. So basically, if I can set you down here and you can see or not. Yeah. Alright, so we're just going to tighten this on here. Get her good and tight. Like that. This is in here tight. And then this here unscrews like this. And like that. And like I said, there's actually a flap in there. I unscrewed this. There's a flap inside of here, and that's why you have the end of this will actually go in here like this. You can already hear it coming out. To get it all out, what you do is you turn on the bubbles, the jets again, and it'll actually suck the air out and deflate the hot tub.
As you can see, it's a little loud, but it's starting to deflate. The sides here starting to deflate a little bit. That's the button I was talking about that runs the jets.
Okay, that's noisy. But this is what it's going to look like once, you know, it takes all the air out of the hot tub. It kind of just sucks all the air out of it and collapses it. And then what you do is you just kind of fold it down and get it folded up so we can roll it up. So we can get it rolled up and put in a storage tote. I always leave this hose on, that way if there's any air as I'm rolling it, it'll let it out. And then yeah, you just fold that up and store it away, and you're good to go for the winter. And then as far as this goes, then you just go ahead and unscrew this, get that out of the way. And there's probably a little bit of water in this, so what you can do is you can just take it and go ahead and unplug it. Or no, we're gonna need that to get the air out of the, but you can just see there's not much in there. It doesn't have much of a reservoir, so you just get all that out of there, because the last thing if you're storing it in a building that's not heated, you don't want to leave any water in that pump, because if you do, then the pump will crack and break, and then you'll no longer have a hot tub pump. So I went ahead and set this back up so that way we can get all the air out of this, the cover, the inflatable part of the cover. So then we just turn this pump back on and let it work its magic. There. Now that that's done, it didn't take very long at all. Put this cap back on and put it down in. You can fold that up and tuck it away in your, I use a big blue tote or whatever color you want, and we put it in there, and that stores up pretty nice in the winter time. Now the pump don't fit in there, but that's all you do to get it ready to go and cleaned out and store it away for the winter. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I hope that, you know, gave you a little bit of insight on how to tear down your inflatable hot tub and clean it out and store it for the winter. Thanks.